In this video, I'll turn Hollow Knight Silksong into a horror game, with Hornet being the monster that's hunting you down.
Oh my! No! Stay away! Stay away!
The hard part, man. It's the hard part. Oh!
يا نهار اسود. Holy.
And alongside Hornet, I'm also gonna add 2 more characters. One also from Silksong, and one from the original Hollow Knight game. But before we can do all of that, we need to plan the game first. You're a brave caver who's exploring a cave when you come across an old rusty elevator. You take the elevator down, and once you reach the bottom, you find the cave ahead to be a little too creepy. So you try to go back up. But the elevator won't let you unless you bring it 30 rosaries. Rosaries being the currency in Silksong for those of you who haven't played the game. So now you have to go through the dark cave collecting boxes of rosaries, while Hornet is hunting you down, and if she catches you, you die. So with the plan ready, the first thing I worked on was the cave where the game takes place. Now I wanted the cave to be different every time you start a new game. To do this, the cave had to be procedurally generated. The way this works is that the algorithm first starts with a 15 by 15 grid, and selects 7 random points on that grid. After that, it connects the points using tunnels. This creates the initial cave structure. The algorithm then adds extra tunnels to increase the complexity of the cave and to increase the number of intersections. So now the algorithm is ready, but it's still all numbers. We'll need a cave model to spawn the actual cave in the game. For that, I used this modular mine asset I found on the Unity asset store. And after adding a simple first-person controller, I was now able to walk through the cave we just generated. Finally, I modified one of the cave pieces to make the elevator shaft, and added the elevator. This is where the player will start the game.
Thank you for calling Cave Elevator Services. Please hold.
So with the cave ready, it was now time to add Hornet to the game. It's important to note that the models for the elevator, Hornet, and almost every other object and character in this game were all made by my sister, who did a fantastic job. And as you saw earlier in the video, this is the Hornet model she made. But now the question is, how will Hornet behave in the game? At the start of each match, she'll spawn on the other side of the map, and will start making her way towards the player's position. Initially, she'll be very slow, so even if the player finds her early, he'll be able to easily walk away. But with each second that passes, her speed slowly increases, until around the 7-minute mark, which is when her speed will surpass the player's speed, meaning she'll be able to catch up to the player if he hadn't left the cave yet. I also made her head turn to face the player, which adds to the creepiness. Now, after adding Hornet, I faced an issue. You see, the cave had some narrow sections where her head would clip out. The easiest way to fix this would be to make her shorter, but this would make her less scary. So instead, I took inspiration from the loom monster in Repo. You see, the loom is very tall, so when it wants to go through a short passage like a doorway, it bows down. And I cannot underestimate how unsettling this looks. So I copied that behavior to Hornet. Now, whenever she goes through an area with a low ceiling, she bows down. And this has got to be the best addition I made to her so far. Finally, I also added a death animation for when the player is caught by Hornet. What the leftover spaghetti in the microwave sees at 2 AM. So now with Hornet done, the base game is almost ready. We have the cave, we have the monster, but there is no way to escape yet. For that, I needed to add Rosary Boxes for the players to collect. They'll spawn in random locations in the map, and each box will have 2 or 3 rosaries in it. And I'm proud to say that for the first time since the start of the video, I actually made this model.
Well done, Syntax. I'm guessing you made the model for the rosaries?
No, my sister made that.
Oh, so you must have made the wooden box then?
Nope, that was a model from Sketchfab.
Then what did you make?
I made the stone that the Rosary box sits on. Now, something I noticed when playtesting the game is how hard it is to find your way around the cave. Like if you don't keep track of which turns you're taking from the start, it's almost impossible for you to find your way back to the elevator. So the game needed a map. And who better to sell maps than our boy Cornifer from the first Hollow Knight game. Here is how it will work. At the start of every game, Cornifer spawns in a small room that's somewhat close to the start area. After his room spawns, the code then loops through every intersection in the cave and adds an arrow sign pointing towards the direction to Cornifer. This is to make it easier for the players to find him and get the map early. Once the player buys the map for 5 rosaries, they'll be able to see the layout of the cave, their location in it, and the locations of points of interest like the elevator, Cornifer's room, the bench, which we'll talk about later in the video, and the locations of unclaimed Rosary Boxes. Now I know many of you will be asking why I didn't use Chakra instead of Cornifer, and the reason is that if you come back again to Cornifer's room after you already bought the map from him, you'll find that Hornet has killed him, and it wouldn't make sense for that to happen to a warrior like Chakra. I don't think she's tall enough to even put him up there. I would like to apologize for what I said. So now that we added Cornifer, you might be wondering, who's the second Silksong character that we'll add? And it's Sherma. He's by far the most beloved character in the game. Even if you haven't played Silksong, chances are you heard him sing. So it made sense for me to add him to the game, and then kill him. Violently. When you start the game, his dead body will be the first thing you see in the cave. Now, before you dislike the video and then order a dark web hitman to kill me, hear me out. You can save him. I must say that I wasn't originally planning on adding this feature to the game, but I genuinely felt bad when I saw Sherma dead, which led me to add the rest bench. You see, I wanted an object that will allow you to revive dead characters, and initially this was going to be some kind of revival stone that you take to their dead body and use on them. But I wanted something more related to the game. The item that made the most sense was the bench where Hornet respawns when she dies. And the way I implemented it in my game was simple. At the start of each match, the bench spawns in a random spot far away from the start area. Once you reach it, you can pay 20 rosaries to save either Sherma or Cornifer. The bench then breaks after you use it, so you can only save one character every game. After you revive a character, they will follow you around the cave until you both reach the elevator and escape. You could technically count this as the good ending of the game. At this point, the game was pretty much ready, but to make it more replayable, I added 4 achievements. Thanks I Have GBS is unlocked when you win a game without buying a map. Scrooge McDuck is unlocked when you collect 100 rosaries in a single game, which is the total number of rosaries that spawn in the cave. The Map Master is unlocked if you successfully save Cornifer, and Everyone's Friend is unlocked if you successfully save Sherma. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I uploaded the game to itch.io. It's called The Cave of the Cursed Hornet. Give it a try and see if you can get all 4 achievements. Link to it is in the description below. And if you'd like to give me some feedback and try my upcoming games early, make sure to join my Discord server. Link also in the description below. Hope you enjoyed the video and thank you for watching.